Students, in the class we have discussed still sum number 17 of the chapter rectangular parallelepiped or cuboid, exercise number 4. Alright, so in today's class we will solve out sum number 18 of the same exercise. Okay. Okay, so what is the question given in the sum number 18? The length and the breadth of a rectangular field of the village are 20 meters and 15 meters respectively. Okay, so for construction of pillars in the four corners of that field, 4 cubic holes having length of 4 meter are dug out and the soils are removed and are dispersed on the remaining land. So students, just imagine this is your rectangular field. Okay, this is the length 20 meters, breadth length 20, breadth 15. Alright, so now what is written in the second statement that for the construction of pillars in the four corners of the field, that means in this part, in this part, and this part, and this part, in the four corners the pillars are to be constructed. Okay, and the pillars should be of 4 cubic holes having length of 4 meters are dug out. Okay, so what is the question given? Let us calculate and write the height of the surfaces of the field that is increased by. Okay, that means you have to find out the height of the surface of the field that has been increased. Understood? To construct the 4 pillars. Alright, so now students, you can take down the solution as since in the second part, students, it is being said that for the construction of pillars in the four corners, 4 of that field, 4 cubic holes of having length 4 meters are dug out and the soil were removed. That means, students, quantity of soil removed from the 4 cubic holes is what? I am writing it here also. Quantity of soil removed from 4 cubic holes is what? The volumes of the 4 holes, isn't it? Because in the holes, suppose this is your hole, in the hole some soils are there, so you have to find out the volume for this in order to find out the total quantity of soil that is being removed, isn't it? So the volume of the 4 holes you have to find out. Okay, so how to do it? Since 4 holes are there into 4 holes, since it is of cubic nature, so that means you have to do 4 cube. So 4 into 4 cube, cubic meter. Alright, so how much will you get? 256 cubic meter. Alright, so these are the holes part, that is the quantity of soil removed from the 4 holes you have calculated. Now students, let us calculate the area of land leaving the 4 holes. That means just skip out the 4 holes, the area of the 4 holes. That means how much quantity of land is remaining leaving those 4 holes. Let us find out that. So you can write the second statement as area of land leaving the 4 holes equals to what? I am writing it here. 20 into 15. See the length and the breadth of the rectangular field. Okay. This minus 4 into 4 square. Okay, I am explaining this part. This was the length and the breadth of the rectangular field. Since I am doing the area part, so obviously length into breadth will give you the area of the field. This is minus how many holes are there? 4 holes. So 4 into, since it's of cubic nature, the holes are of cubic nature, so 4 into 4 square. Understood? So this minus this 4 minus 4 square will give you the area of the land leaving the 4 holes. So just calculate it, you will get as this will be 300 minus, and this 4 into 4 square will give you 64, which is equal to 236 square meter. Alright. Okay. So now students, see the last part, that let us calculate and write the height of the surface of the field that is increased by. Okay. So the last part of the sum we have started. So you can write the statement as, let the height of the surface of the field be increased by h meter. Alright. So by the problem, what we can write? Therefore 236 into h will give you 256, isn't it? What is the 236 part? Just check this second statement. The area of the land leaving the 4 holes. So this into height, okay, will give you what? The volume of the 4 holes only, because area into height is the volume only, isn't it? I'm writing it here in short. Area into height will give you what? The volume V. So this only I followed here. So 236 into h, that means this part, see in the board I've written, equals to 256. So just calculate the value of h. That means 256 by 236 will give you how much? 5 by 59 meter, isn't it? This is your answer. So you can write the answer statement as the height of the surface of the field that is increased by 5 by 59 meter. Understood? Okay. So yes, so this part is done. That means you have calculated the height part. Alright. Okay. Now students, this sum is over. Let's move on to sum number 19. Okay. What you have been asked in sum number 19? For elevating 6.5 dcm of a low land with length 48 meter and breadth of 31.5 meter, it is decided that the soil will be collected by scooping a hole in a nearby land with length of 27 meter and breadth of 18.2 meters. Okay. So see students, that means what is given in this particular sum? That means you have to elevate a low land. The length of the land is given, the dimensions is given, and it is decided that the soil will be collected by scooping a hole with the length so much 27 meters and breadth of 8.2 meters.